All right, you ready to get started? Let's get started. Okay, Knox. Okay, I guess we're staying here. Never goes as planned. Well, hello there and welcome. You know, Thanksgiving is just around the corner. It's a time for family, friends, festivities, and of course, food. But with all of that going on, we want to make sure that we keep these guys safe. So today, I'll be sharing some Thanksgiving safety tips that you can implement immediately. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, okay. All right, let's get started. Good boy. I'm Lynette, a certified behavior consultant, canine knowledge assessed, fear-free certified professional, and AKC CGC evaluator and co-owner at South Austin Dog Center. And this is Knox. Okay, first and foremost, let's talk about this. I know that Thanksgiving is the time of food. We want to share, but maybe keep things on your plate. There are some foods that your dog absolutely should avoid. Number one is grapes and raisins. And really quick side tangent, if you're one of those people that puts raisins in your mashed potatoes, why? I don't understand, but to each their own. Anyway, grapes and raisins can cause kidney failure in dogs, and even just a little bit can be toxic. So make sure the kids keep those little green marbles on their plates and not rolling for the dogs. All right, number two are the cooked turkey bones. Cooked turkey bones and chicken bones have a tendency to splinter and can cause ruptures and all sorts of other issues within the stomach. So let's make sure, I know again, we want to share, but keep those in the trash away from your dogs. All right, third on the list is the stuffing and the gravy. What would Thanksgiving be without either one of those? But here's the thing. Oftentimes, we put in onions and garlic and other sorts of seasoning that can actually really upset our dog's stomach, causing the not so great thing that we want to be cleaning up. You know what I mean? And it can also be quite toxic to them. So let's make sure that we're not giving them the gravy and the stuffing, okay? And finally, the desserts. Everybody should know at this point, chocolate is toxic to dogs. We don't want it to cause anemia. We don't want them to go into liver failure. The other thing is, especially in the past, decade or so, xylitol has been added as a sweetener often, but it is highly toxic to dogs. So let's make sure that we just keep all of these things away from the dogs. That being said, it doesn't mean that they can't have some things. A little bit of plain turkey without the skin. I forgot to mention, don't give them the skin. The skin can actually contribute to pancreatitis because it's extremely high in fat. But anyways, going back, a little bit of the turkey meat itself is fine. Dogs can also have plain pumpkin, so maybe put a little bit aside when you're sitting there making that pie. Cooked sweet potatoes are another thing that dogs absolutely love. For a full, complete list, be sure to check back in, and we will have an infographic full of safe and unsafe foods. Okay, now that we know what foods are safe for dogs to have and which ones we should avoid, let's talk about those pups that get a little bit too curious and sneak into the kitchen to try their paw at counter surfing and dumpster diving. First, the trash. Let's make sure that we have a lid on it or that it is kept behind a door or barrier so the pup can't get into it and accidentally ingest anything. Second thing, you could try a play stay, but let's face it, the holidays are busy and everybody wants to just have fun. Best practice is going to be management, and that means putting your dog behind a baby gate or in an exercise pen if you have one. If your dog likes their crate, you can even crate them while everybody else is enjoying their meals. That way you don't have them trying to crawl up onto the table. Be sure when you do this to leave them with some sort of enrichment, whether it is their favorite toy, things to chew, a Kong, a lick mat. The list is endless. Just give them something to do. Remember, as you are sharing your meal, they would like to have something as well. All right, are you ready to make some delicious pumpkin treats that are safe for your dog? This one is really, really simple. It only takes 3 ingredients. The first one is 1 cup of pumpkin puree. Make sure that it doesn't have any added spices. Number 2, 2 cups of oat flour. And number 3 is 1 egg. So to make this in a bowl, go ahead and mix in the pumpkin puree, the egg, and the oat flour all together. Once it's nice and well mixed, roll the dough out. You can cut it with some cookie cutters, and we're gonna put it in the oven. I should mention, make sure you do it at 350 for 20 minutes. And once they come out, let them cool, and then your dog's good to go. Well, there you have it. That's it for today's Thanksgiving food safety tips, plus some DIY treats that you can make for your pup. Just because we want to keep them safe doesn't mean they have to miss out on the fun. So if you got anything from today's video, make sure you like, subscribe, share, do all the things. And from our family to yours, happy Thanksgiving. Be sure to check back. Next video, we'll talk about dealing with guests. All right, bye.